Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Wrestling vs. the World podcast. If you're enjoying your day, sweet. If not, what the hell ever. Okay, we're almost done with this show. April 27, 2013, episode of Saturday Morning Slam. Third to last episode. Yay. So reminded at the start of the show that there's a 6-person mixed tag team match for today's big show. Primo, Epico, and Rosa Mendez versus the Great Khali, Hornswoggle, and Natalya. Gee, I wonder how this one will turn out. And during the commentary, they refer to Natalya as the Punjabi princess. No, thank you. So, we got that as the opening contest. Intercontinental Champion Wade Barrett, I'm afraid I've got some bad news, I pissed on the floor, is on commentary. So, Natalya and Rosa start off. Natalya, she's trying to do like those flips like the British Bulldog does to reverse out of the wrist lock, but gets yanked back by her hair by Rosa and then takes a snap suplex for 2. It's weird to see Rosa doing wrestling because you rarely remember her for having matches because I think she only won maybe 1 or 2 matches throughout her entire career. And they weren't even pinfalls or anything. They were like disqualifications or whatever. So to see her do anything is a surprise. So Rosa, she misses a corner attack and Natalya rolls her up for 2. Natalya tries going for the sharpshooter, but Rosa wiggles her way to the ropes like, no. Tags in Primo. Primo's like, hey, I want to face Hornswoggle. So Primo, he gets on his knees, puts his fist up, because Hornswoggle becomes a legal man in there. So it's reminding me of that match where Hornswoggle and Chavo had to face each other on an episode of Superstars where Chavo was on his knees the whole time, back when they had that feud that I've covered already on the podcast. Primo turns around like, hey, come on, Hornswoggle, I'll give you the free shot. So Hornswoggle, he goes back to the corner and tags in the Great Khali. Primo turns around like, no. So he wants to tag in Epico. Epico jumps off the apron and is like, no, I don't want part of this. Then Primo, he runs at Khali, eats a clothesline, and they go to commercial. Yeah, I can see the direction here. So they come back from the break. Khali and Epico are the legal men, and the camera cut effect hits to avoid seeing the chest chop to Epico. Can't see that. And Khali tries a running corner boot. Epico gets out of the way, and then Epico starts working on the Great Khali's leg with a few left foot DDTs. Like grabs him, then like DDTs his leg into the floor. If you played WWE 2K24, you know what I'm talking about. Epico gets tagged in, gets a tope con heel on Khali for near fall. Epico gets tagged back in, slingshot elbow, also near fall. And then comes the thing that annoys me so much in wrestling. You've got an opponent laying on the canvas, somebody goes either the second or top rope, and stays vertical to try a top rope move. I mean, like, we saw this like when Triple H, it was either Stone Cold or Triple H did it to one another back in the 3 Stages of Hell match, just so they can eat a big boot. It's like, oh, I'm going to jump off the top rope, I'm going to stay vertical like a double axe handle, which is pointless because the opponent's down, just so you can eat the big boot. It's like, you're giving away that the move's going to get reversed. Okay? So then Primo goes up top. He misses an elbow drop on Khali because Khali rolls out of the way. Hornswoggle, he's at ringside. He grabs Rosa's leg. Rosa's like, what the hell? Starts chasing him around the ringside. Natalya stops her, drops her in the sharpshooter. Rosa's tapping out of ringside and everything, so you got the women out of the way. Camera cut misses Khali, taking Epico's head off of the clothesline. Khali gets a Khali bomb on Primo, who was chasing Hornswoggle into the ring, and the babyface team get the win. Yeah, I don't see what the comedic factor was in all this. Like I said, when you saw Epico on his knees, or Primo on his knees, it just reminded me of Hornswoggle, Chavo. No, thank you. So now deep in the backstage area, Team World Scholars have clipboards and they want Mick Foley removed from the WWE Hall of Fame because at this point, he had already gotten inducted, he's got the ring. You got 2 dudes that walk past them. One of them looks like Santino Marella without the unibrow, and the other one looks like JD McDonough if he spent all month on the couch. They don't want part of this. Even the Brooklyn Brawler walks by, he doesn't want any of this nonsense. The Usos come along, they stick up for Mick Foley, who then also arrives. Instead, now, he holds a clipboard in front of Mick Foley. He's like, hey, sign this petition to get yourself kicked out of the Hall of Fame. Yeah, like, he's going to sign this. Sano was even looking at one of the guys that walked past, like, yeah, you won't sign this petition. You can't even spell your own name. I guess not. So then Mick Foley decides, hey, because of all this friction you guys got, why don't we have a tag team match for the main event right here on Saturday Morning Slam? The Usos versus Team Road Scholars. I mean, okay. So Saturday Morning Spotlight, you look back on the Usos back when nobody could tell them apart, and back when they couldn't get onto the main card of WrestleMania. Yeah, I'm sure I just reminded everybody, and they're like, oh yeah, that was a thing. up until like 2018. So then you get the big main event. Team Rhodes Scholars versus the Usos. Sandow and Cody Rhodes have mics during their entrances. I mean, Sandow, I think he's had a mic during his entrance every single time he appears on the show. They're like, silence! You all are Neanderthals! And you must raise your hand to go to the bathroom during school. You are not mature enough. So they act like Mick Foley is a tyrant on the show. And they say, we are taking part in this match as an official protest. How is it a protest if you're following his orders? Wouldn't the protest be to where you're not taking part in the match? Like you refuse to wrestle? Like, you see wrestlers do this all the time. If they have a protest like issue, they'll grab a steel chair, set up in the ring, and sit there to hold the show up, being like, I am not leaving this ring until you give me what I want. Not like Batista, give me what I want, like spitting on the mic and everything, but you know what I'm talking about. So, match happens, and once again, I had to listen to commentary because I can't tell the Usos apart. Sandow, he gets a waistlock takedown to begin, and Jay, who's legal man here, starts doing some dance moves to escape the waistlock, whatever. Hip toss on Sandow, and like Jay screams at Sandow, which scares him out of the ring, like, ah! But then Jimmy jumps off, like, onto the floor, grabs Sandow, throws him back in the ring, and he runs in and frantically tags in Cody. The Jay, he does the whole thing where he takes his hair, puts it on his upper lip to mock Cody's mustache. We get it. Cody has facial hair. What's so funny about that? He hit puberty. Okay, I don't see, why was this a focal point of his character where people mock him for it? Like, golly. So in Cody and Jay, they try hip tossing each other, but Jay ultimately hip tosses Cody out of the ring and leads to the break. So then you come back from commercial. Sandow tags in Cody into the action. Cody springs out of the corner and he pretends to injure his leg upon landings. Like, oh, my left leg hurts. Ref is distracted. Sandow grabs Jay and throws him out of the ring behind the referee's back. Smart heel tactic here. And then Cody's like, oh yeah, I'm okay. Oh, haha, it's a miracle. Yay. Sandow, he gets in, nails a leaping knee drop to Jay on the head, brings Cody back, and he nails Jay with a front suplex down to the floor, to the ring canvas for near fall. Sandow, he gets back in again, gets a chin lock, doesn't last long, side Russian leg sweep, and that spinning elbow of disdain to Jay, because, like I've said before, for some reason in wrestling, you have to have theatrics before dropping the elbow. We see it so many times, whether it be LA Knight, Sandow, The Rock, MVP. It's just like, oh, it's going to make my move more powerful. Yay. Then he does a successful cartwheel, which you rarely see guys do outside of like Bigelow and Sandow. Then he lowers his knee because it's like, hey, I'm going to drop the knee on you. But then Jay gets out of the way, so Sandow fucks up his right knee, tags in Cody, and then Jimmy also becomes a legal man. So Jimmy goes with that hot comeback, like, yeah, oos, gets a bubble bomb on Cody, which feels weird. Then drops him with a small drop. Sandow gets knocked off the apron. Umaga corner butt splash by Jimmy to Cody gets a near fall, and the camera cut treatment again, because, having somebody's face in your ass isn't G-rated, is it? So then Jimmy goes up top. Cody tries to stop him, but Cody gets shoved off there. Jimmy misses the Uso splash. Sandow gladly gets headed like, yeah, I'm hot shit. I'm gonna win this match. But then walks right into the small package by Jimmy. Uno, dos, tres. That's it. And then Sandow, he's sitting there like, ah! And then Cody's just looking at him like, what happened? What happened there? You lost. That's what happened. So yeah, that's all there was. I mean, like, the tag match was fine, like, for this main event, but the earlier tag match I did not care for. It's just like, ugh. Like, it reminds you, like, those times where you see those clips of Hornswoggle, Natalia, and the Great Khali together, and it makes you wonder, did this come out of a circus or something? And what made them get joined together? It's more of a case of, creative has nothing for you, just throw you together so that you don't get released, because it's like, hey, you guys got something going on in case you need to fill time. We'll just throw you out there just because without any rhyme or reason. So, I am so glad I've only got 2 shows left to watch. And then Saturday Morning Slam will finally be in the rear view mirror. Let me know out in the comment section below, what do you think about this episode of Saturday Morning Slam? It's the same title nonsense. If you enjoyed today's episode, please remember, folks, leave a like, subscribe to the bell turner if you're listening to this on YouTube, or follow if you're listening to this podcast on any other service that the podcast is available on, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for listening, folks. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, and good day, everybody.